Salutations to all my utopians. Global here on behalf of Global Utopian Sports. Breaking news, James Harden going to go ahead and opt into his contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe the amount is $36.5 million. This is obviously, I think, with the current landscape of the NBA and where the salary cap is heading, probably in his best interest, as we get to watching John Collins going to Utah, Bradley Beal to Phoenix. Players are out here getting moved for pennies on the dollar, in conjunction with everything that's going on with the salary cap. James not liking his options in his market, probably taking some good advice from his agent, seeing that the only teams with real money right now is Orlando, Houston, San Antonio. So it's like, you know what, you can be competitive. Obviously, you're not getting the $50 million maybe perhaps you were hoping for per season, but taking a little less, being with a contender, even though I think he's going to have to start adjusting to more of a complementary third option role in Philly, with the emergence of Terrence Maxey and Joel Embiid obviously being first priority, coming off an MVP campaign. Congratulations to him. It's going to be interesting because they hired Nick Nurse, and Nick Nurse is very much known to be a stickler. He's very focused on detail, and if you're not doing your part, he's going to let you know about it. You're going to hear about it. And so James may or may not have some clash of the titans over there with an adjustment role, with the way the coach handled, with the way Nick Nurse coaches. With that being said, this could also just be a half of a move to another move. There's rumors that the Knicks are trying to unload all that draft capital. They have some interesting young prospects in a league where they value right now economic friendly contracts. The Knicks have plenty of them, and prospects who have been getting quality minutes in NBA games. Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett is on a very economically friendly deal, somewhere around the 120s. Same thing with Randall, close to 120. Jalen Brunson signed for $100 million, but he's obviously untouchable. To me, he was my MVP last year in terms of just putting a team on his back and willing a franchise towards a playoff appearance. He was definitely that. Made Julius Randle's life so much easier. So with that being said, I could definitely see moving forward. And then you got the LA Clippers, who are very dissatisfied with the performance of their two marquee acquisitions, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Their tenure in LA has been a flagrant disappointment, if I'm just being candid. Their best window, their best season for Chip was the bubble year, when they got pulled into that Disney tournament, so to speak, as they call the Disney tournament. Everything collapsed, but that was their best opportunity. They were making the trade deadline signings. The people they were picking up, Morris, Kennard, they were doing their Patterson. They were making moves. They had quality depth: Pat Bev, Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell. Basically, long story short, they had the roster, the depth that you need. They had the stars. Everything was aligned, and then the COVID hit, and to me, they haven't been the same since. And now they're looking. It makes perfect sense that they may potentially look to land a James Harden, considering the fact that availability is the best ability, and neither one of them have been available. It's a toss-up. Today, I'm hearing from Chris Broussard that Ty Lue is fed up with the phone calls at 3:45. Hey, I'm not going to be playing today from Kawhi or his team, and that's just for a franchise that's going into a new stadium, the Intuit Dome. It's going to be very difficult to figure out if this can keep on going on, especially as it could be even as late as the trade deadline, where they go, what, let's go ahead and just roll the dice on something. And so a guy like James Harden, who has ties in Los Angeles, would be great. Him and Russ are really good friends, even though it didn't quite work out in Houston when they were both with the Rockets. They might have a do-over, because they got to have a product, and it's kind of difficult to roll out a stadium if you don't even know if your players will be ready for opening night. So as of right now, James Harden locks into his deal with reups with Philly for his 1-year deal. Could be more down the line, whether a longer contract extension or a trade partner. Stay tuned. Global out.